Hey, welcome back to my channel. So if you're new here, my name's Claire. I really wanted to start doing some regular vlogs for you guys, and today's actually my birthday, August 30th. So I thought it would be a fun first vlog to do to kind of kickstart that on my channel. So today I'm just going to be having kind of my standard morning ritual where I do my journaling. I'll have a nice breakfast for my birthday. I'll probably do like waffles with whipped cream and berries and that kind of thing, because that's a bit of my tradition. And then my plan is to just kind of go out, do a little bit of shopping. I've got some birthday money I want to spend, so I'll probably just wander around the shops a little bit. And then I do have some schoolwork to do today, so I will be heading to the library at some point to get some of that done. But I do have the week off of work, and I had all of last week off of work, so I'm kind of in a little bit of a summer vacation, but still doing my studies and my other stuff. So that's kind of what the day is looking like as of now, but of course I will keep you posted as things kind of progress throughout the day. So it's just a few minutes later. I was just outside before letting my dog out, Bruno, for the morning. So I've come in, I've made my tea, and I'm going to just do my morning routine of journaling on the couch. So if you follow me on Instagram, that is typically where I do my journaling. I just like to be comfy and cozy in the morning, have my cup of tea or coffee, and do my writing. And then I would typically have a few of my animals on me, so not always all of them, but I'll typically have my cats Tally and Abby, and then I will often have Bruno snuggling as well if he's behaving himself, because he's still just a year old, so he can be a bit crazy sometimes. And then also I will often have Felix kind of either on the back of the couch but with us, or just kind of nearby so that he can see us, but not usually part of the kind of cuddle pile. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'll just keep you posted throughout the day. This is my breakfast. So I have one waffle with whipped cream and a lot of berries because they needed eating. And then I've kind of upgraded to a coffee for my second hot drink. But yeah, so this is what I love to have. I usually have strawberries, but we had more blueberries right now that needed eating. So I figured there was no point in kind of buying more berries when we already had some. But yeah, very excited, and this is my birthday little brunch. Alright, so it's a little bit later in the morning, and sorry if you can hear the AC, it's really hot upstairs in our house today. So I am dressed, I'm showered, and I'm just going to do my hair kind of from dry, so I didn't wash my hair today. But this is what I'm wearing. It's just a cute little dress for the summer. And then I thought I would do my makeup today just to kind of feel good going out into the world, and you know, just a little something special for myself that I enjoy doing. So I have a ton of makeup here, and I also just got a bunch from my mom that was at her house that she brought over when they came down to visit last week. So I'm going to go through that and just kind of decide what I'm going to do for my makeup today, but I figured I would just do some of it on camera, which I've never done before, so we'll see how it goes. So I just have a little mirror here that I got from the dollar store until I can pick something else up. I had a really nice one back in Maine, but a lot of our stuff didn't make the cut for a move. We just essentially moved from Maine in February, and all we brought with us was one car load. So we had my husband and myself in the front seat. The back seat was our big dog. We have a lab pit bull cross, and then 3 cats. So they were the bulk of the back seat, aside from some other stuff that we could kind of squeeze around them without infringing on their space too much. So essentially we moved mainly with like the trunk of a car's worth of stuff, so we're just slowly rebuilding. This mirror does the trick for how often I do makeup right now. It is something I want to do more, and I will be getting a nicer mirror, but it's just not a priority at the moment. So when I go shopping today, that might be something I decide to pick up, but I'm thinking I'm going to go like more look at the stationery stuff. I'm going to go maybe look at some yoga stuff, getting a new yoga mat and stuff like that. So for the foundation, I have the Matte and Poreless Maybelline Fit Me. I have it in 105, and I think that may be backwards for you, but so I'm going to be using that one. I will probably be mixing it with the 110 as well, so I usually mix the two for my color. And I also have the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, so that will likely be what I'm using today, but I know I had a concealer that was in my other stuff, so I'll see what I can find with that. So I just mixed the two on my hand like that. You can kind of see the two colors, and then I just kind of go in with whatever I'm using. For today I'm using a sponge, sometimes I'll use a brush, and I'll just kind of mix it on my hand, get a decent amount here. And I just thought I would kind of do a chat while I get ready today. So as I mentioned earlier, my plan is to just kind of have a nice day but still be productive and do the things I need to do. So I am off from work for, as I mentioned, 2 weeks. This is a little bit of a summer reset, but I am using it to kind of catch up on my school stuff and then also work on some of my business stuff and getting my website and my blog created and all of that, just while I have a little bit of extra time. And then of course I am trying to make a point to actually rest and allow myself to recuperate while I am having this time off. So for today, I just had a really slow morning. Honestly, I think it's probably been about 3 or 4 hours since I first woke up and since I first kind of did the video outside starting off this vlog. So essentially I just did the journaling, which you would have seen earlier. Had some time on the couch just kind of with the animals. I had my waffles and my whipped cream, with the berries, and that is just my little birthday tradition that I do. It's something we always used to do for my mom for Mother's Day, and then it's just kind of carried on and transformed to being something that we do for birthdays as well. It's just like a special little treat that we like to do, which is pretty easy to do, honestly. So I did get a waffle maker from my sister for my birthday, so I figured I kind of had to do that for myself, just with that being what I got. So my oldest sister got me a waffle iron, which is perfect for my birthdays, and it's just something I love to have. And then she also got me a crepe pen. So I am going to try to kind of make some crepes at some point, because I also love crepes. So it's really just a love of the whipped cream and the berries with any kind of carbs. Seems to be the trend there. So I'm just getting ready slowly. I've had a shower. I am, as I said, doing my hair and makeup. I'm wearing a dress that I just got recently. And then I'm just going to head to Walmart, do a little bit of browsing. I think I'm going to check out the back to school stationery stuff, so I'm really excited about that. And that's kind of my plan. So just go to Walmart, wander around a little bit, try to enjoy the process of having that time to myself, and then I'm going to head to the library from there. So I'm just trying to decide kind of what I'm going to do for my blush, and I think I'm going to use this one. So this is one that I have had for quite a while. It is called Bella Pierre, and it is in Desert Rose, and it's a mineral blush. So this is something that came from home, so I haven't used it for a little while. So I'm excited about that, and I'm just also going to use this here, and this is something I got either in one of the boxes. I believe it was not Ipsy, but BoxyCharm. I think it was BoxyCharm. So I have this, and it's just a kind of a face, a contour, highlight blush palette, and the blush in this is actually pretty as well, so I may use that, but I am just kind of trying to decide what I'm going to do. So personally, I usually kind of start with I kind of mix it up honestly, but I often will start with it's either the blush or the contour, and I kind of go between the two. So today I'm gonna just do the contour shade first, and I'll be honest, I don't use a ton, so I do it just to give my face a little bit of dimension because I am so fair. So I do like to you know, add in that dimension a little bit for myself, but I don't do like a crazy contouring to really change the shape of my face too much or anything like that. I prefer to go a little bit more natural with my makeup, but I do also appreciate those that have the skill to, you know, go a bit more glam or full coverage. But I tend to just use it, even up my skin tone, and then kind of do the bronzer and the blush and a tiny bit of highlight, but still keeping it pretty natural. So I do a little bit on the nose sometimes, not always, and not a ton. And then I kind of just gonna go in. So I actually am going to use this blush. So I'm using this one here, the top middle, and then the bronzer shade that I used was this one for my contour. And then I'll sometimes use this highlight here. The other ones are really too much for my skin tone, so I don't tend to use them as much, if at all, really. So I'm just gonna go in with a little bit of blush, and again, I don't use a ton, but I do like to just add a little bit of color in my face. But I also am somebody who does naturally get pink, whether it is kind of being out and about doing stuff, whether it's the sun, anything like that. My face definitely goes pink pretty quickly, so I don't like to use a ton of blush just for that reason. So I am going to use the highlight out of this palette as well. And again, I don't use a ton, but I do like to use it because I feel like it does add a little bit, and I only am doing it here and here. I'm not doing kind of anywhere like my nose or anything like that. And that's honestly because I like to kind of not bring too much attention to my nose. I feel like it's a little bit bigger. So it's my dad's nose, I love it, but I also don't need to highlight it at that point. Figuring out kind of what eyeshadow I'm wanting. So lately I have been using this one quite a bit, and this is the Beauty Bakery Proof is in the Pudding. And the other one my mom brought me from home was the BH Cosmetics Shannon Slow Palette. And that's a nice neutral one as well, so I may use this one. And the other one I tend to use quite a lot, so I do have quite a few palettes, but this is the Bailey Sarian, and this is her collab with Estate Cosmetics. And again, it's just fairly basic with neutrals and a couple pops of color, which I do really like to use. And this one here in the middle, I don't know if how clearly you can see that, that's really pretty color. So I think I am going to use this one. I tend to use the tan line shade, and then I'll kind of go between these two on the side to add a little bit of depth, but typically don't go too crazy, especially if I'm just doing it to go out and run errands. And then I do like to do a little bit of a kind of eyeliner type line. I use eyeshadow, and I'm gonna use this color here, just the dark one. And I tend to do like it's pretty light. I just like to have a little bit of definition kind of along my lash line, so that's what I'm going to do. And then for this, like if you had a setting spray or something like that, or water, you could always get the brush wet and it would go on a little bit more intense. But I just personally like the more natural look, especially for daytime, like I mentioned before. And I don't go all the way across. I kind of go until I get to like this point here, and that's where I make sure I'm fully tapered in by. And that's just again my personal kind of style. And then what I do is the inner corner, I just would take a little bit of a pale color on my ring finger and just kind of highlight with a more matte color. And for that one, I just used the Shannon palette, this really pale peach. So I did use these two palettes here, kind of a combination of the two. For my mascara, I just have the Great Lash. This is something I really enjoyed when I was younger, and I kind of went to Walmart and a bit of nostalgia. I picked up a new one. I always do waterproof because my eyes water very, very easily if I'm any kind of emotion whatsoever, happy, sad, nervous, anything like that. My eyes just tend to water, so I do have the waterproof one. However, the volume on this one isn't great, so I tend to have to put a lot on for it to do what I would be looking for. So probably not what I'll go for with my next one, but it does the job, so I'm going to use it, but I probably won't get this one again, even though it was definitely a staple of mine when I was younger. And then just, I guess, while I'm finishing up, I just wanted to get some feedback from all of you in terms of what would you like to see. So I really do want to start to do more vlog content. That's what I like to watch. I like to see what people are doing, even the mundane stuff. But is there anything that you would like to see me do? So I've essentially been working on what I'm going to do for my YouTube content. So as you know, I have the weekly videos that I have that are just kind of a sit down chat with me. I talk about a different topic each week, and those topics, they do actually coincide with my newsletter, and they, moving forward, once my new website is live, they will be coinciding with a weekly freebie as well that goes along with the topic of the week. And I will be doing hopefully a weekly vlog as well. So today obviously is my birthday, so I'm just going to be doing a single day vlog. But do you like to see just like one day where I take you through my day when I'm doing things that are more exciting? Would you prefer a weekly vlog that kind of has highlights from each day? I'll be honest, my days are not that exciting, so those ones may not be super riveting, but it would be going along with me while I am doing my work day, when I'm doing my morning ritual, walking the dog, going to the library, working on school, and any other little outings that I have kind of that go along with that. Or if I were to do just a vlog focusing on the outings that I do and kind of just a single day when those happen, but still kind of post weekly. So I would love your feedback on that. And apologies for the mirror being in the way. My vision is not very good, and I'm out of contacts, so if you see the mirror right in my face, is because that's what I need to be able to see what I'm doing. And then the other types of videos I'm thinking about doing is like a weekly plan with me, so I would just be planning my week ahead. And then I'm also thinking about doing, like, would you like to see a monthly plan with me, so you can see how I'm planning out like the month at a higher level, and then maybe even a quarterly plan with me, so that you can again see what my process is as I'm doing my own planning and just me working through my own. It's not like a tutorial to walk you through how to maybe do it, but just actually the camera showing you what I'm writing down and what I'm doing on my page. I'm thinking about doing like all three of those and just figuring out the timing of that. So obviously the next quarterly one would be heading into Q4, so it would be at the end of September. But I am thinking about doing a monthly one in the next couple days, just because I'm going to be planning September anyway, so I'll probably get that one up. And then I'm thinking about doing weeklies, either this month being like starting in September or starting in October. So just kind of let me know your thoughts on that. So for my eyebrows, I am going to be using the Benefit Gimme Brow, and this one is in shade 1, which I believe is the lightest one. which all of my stuff pretty much is the lightest that you can get it, if we're being honest. So this I just do through my eyebrows, nothing crazy. And I apologize if you can hear my kittens going crazy in the back. They're not really kittens, but they are too. So I actually have this cool little silicone Q-tip set, which is really cool because it's reusable, but you can use it like a Q-tip to kind of clean up your makeup. So that's what I'm going to use. And then you can just kind of clean them and put them back in the box, and you are good to go. So that's my makeup done for the day. I think it looks pretty good. And then I'm just going to do my hair very quickly. I have this really cool spray bottle that I do love, and if you have curly hair or any hair that you need to get wet kind of to be able to do it, I would highly recommend this. I think it was $15 or $20 on Amazon, and I can link it below, but essentially you just squeeze it and it's a continuous spray. I don't know if you can see, but I just keep spraying it, and it's not like spraying one at a time. It is a continuous mist, which I really love. It makes it a little bit easier to kind of do my hair. Alright, so we've made it to Walmart. I'm just going to wander around, do a little bit of shopping. I will probably film a little bit in there, but just kind of something that I'm able to speed up, so I won't be like talking through it or anything like that, but I'll just film a little bit of footage for you so you can see what I'm looking at. And then at the end, when I get home, I will show you all of the things that I decided to get for my kind of birthday gift with the money from my mom. And then after this, as I mentioned, we will be heading to the library, and then probably just heading home, seeing what we can get done, or I may decide to go out for a walk or kind of go to find somewhere nice in nature. So we'll see where the day takes us. Alright, so we're all done at Walmart. I got a yoga mat, some yoga blocks, a yoga stretching band thing. I'm not sure what it's called, but just to help you kind of stretch a little bit. And I'm just really wanting to work on gentle yoga and stretching and getting flexibility and movement back into my regular routine. And then I also got a bit of a storage cart thing that has a bunch of drawers to help me organize my upstairs office and craft area, so I'm excited about that. And I got a couple other things, so I will show you everything once I get home this evening, and I'm able to kind of do a mini haul for you. Alright, so it's now about 4:30 at night. So I just wrapped up at the library. I got my reading done that I wanted to do, and I got one of my quizzes done. So what I'm doing right now is, because I am in a 2-week break from my work. I'm trying to get a lot of my schoolwork done, so I do have a final exam on Friday. So before that, I still have one more quiz and a couple units of reading to do, which are a lot lighter than the rest of the units in the course. And then I still have an assignment to do as well, which I am planning to do when I get home tonight. I did do the quiz at the library. My internet cut out 2 different times, and it's one of those quizzes where once you start, you're not technically supposed to be able to restart. So thankfully I was able to get in both times, but I did lose a lot of my time that I was able to spend answering the questions because the Wi-Fi kept cutting out. So at least I know now not to do any quizzes or anything like that that are sensitive to the internet connection at the library. So I'm just gonna go home. I'm gonna do the assignment tonight because it's a pretty easy one for me. So it's just going through basically a previous Excel assignment that I had where I had to create a report and take some feedback that the person I would have given the report to for the assignment got in their meeting, and just kind of applying any changes to the Excel, and then also creating a PowerPoint to kind of go alongside with the data. So that's what I'll be doing when I get home, and I just got my free Starbucks for my birthday, so that's pretty exciting. And I'm just gonna head home now, and that's kind of what my day is looking like for the evening. And I will probably take Bruno for a walk, and maybe still, if I have time and it's still nice out, see if I can go find somewhere like different for us to go for a walk. If not, if I kind of run out of time, then I'll just go to our park that's near our house that he absolutely loves, so that should be nice regardless. It's very hot here. It is just about 40 degrees Celsius, so very, very hot, but that is kind of what we seem to be getting here. This is our first summer in Spokane, and for the past 2 months, I would say, it's been between like 30 degrees and 40, if not hotter. Aside from maybe 1 or 2 days that it's been a little bit colder, but we definitely haven't had like any rain or anything that time, so it's very different from what we're used to. I'm originally from Vancouver, so it's very rainy and pretty mild, and then Erin is from Maine, so it does get hot in the summer, but their winters are very extreme. So yeah, that is kind of how my day's going, and I will check in again later. Okay, so it's definitely a lot later in the day now. So essentially how my day played out is I got home, I had the calls with family members, and then I wound up making lasagna for dinner, which is my favorite meal for like a homemade meal. So I did that, had a lovely lasagna dinner. I took my dog Bruno out for a walk this evening once it was kind of cool enough to do that. I've just been kind of reading on the couch and having a nice mellow evening. I do have kind of leftover stuff from Pavlova from when my family was here visiting, but I'm honestly just feeling too full, so I'm probably going to skip that today and maybe have it tomorrow when I feel a little bit more up. All in all, it has been an absolutely beautiful birthday, but I did want to hop on here and show you all the things I got at Walmart earlier, like I promised I would. So we'll just kind of get into that. So the first thing I got is a yoga mat here. I went for one, I think it was around $25 for this one. It was a little bit more than some of the less expensive ones they have, but has a really good grip. So I'm hoping it will be good for different poses and not sliding around as much as I did on my old one. And I just really like the color. It's like a gray and a teal kind of color, and then it's kind of like a teal on the inside. So I got this. This was the first thing. Continuing kind of along the yoga theme, is I did get 2 yoga blocks, and I know these are good for helping you get into positions that maybe you wouldn't normally reach, or to be able to sit on them and have them under your hips and things like that when you're doing, again, different positions. So I've done yoga for a little while, but it's always been very basic, and it's not something I've stuck to super consistently. So I'm hoping having something like this will help, but obviously I still need to learn how to use them. These were, I believe, $7.50 each. So fairly inexpensive. I did go with the cheapest ones just because, as I mentioned, I'm not super consistent and diligent with my yoga practice, but if I do get into it more seriously and I find like I do need something a little bit more structured or better quality, then I'll upgrade at that point. But for now, I feel like these will do the tricks that I need. And then the last thing I got for yoga is this yoga stretching strap. So this is essentially, this is not stretchy. It's kind of like a belt almost. And you can use it to put like around your ankle and help to pull your leg back into kind of deeper stretches than what you would be able to do just yourself. And then in the picture here, they have her like doing the behind your back stretch. So I think this will just be helpful for me trying to build up my mobility and my flexibility. Because a big part of what I'm wanting to do is really just movement and stretching to start off with, and then I'll maybe go into some of the yoga sequences and flows from there. But to start, I'm just wanting to get a bit more flexibility and movement through my body. And then I got two journals. So again, anyone that follows me on Instagram will know I'm a huge proponent of journaling. So I have two types here. This first one here is pretty much my standard format that I have, and it is just a line journal. And then you're able to circle the months and the days of the months here and just do my free flow journaling is what I use this for. So every morning when I'm doing journaling, this is what I'm using, and it's just basically writing out my thoughts. And I don't have this design yet, and I have been struggling to find different designs with the same inside style. So I have like two or three of the same one now, which is a beautiful blue with like I guess embossed kind of like a leather aesthetic. So this will be a nice kind of change from that, but still having the format I like. If anyone does know of any good journals that are similar, just lined and have like the easy circle dates at the top, or just anything good that's nice to write on the paper, feels good, and it's still affordable, please do let me know. And then the second one here, it says find the joy in all things. And this is actually a dotted journal here. I did used to be really into bullet journaling, and it's something that I've kind of stopped just with life being a little bit busy and having other planners and other journals that I'm using, but I feel like it's something I do want to get back into. So I'm going to play around with this, see if it's able to help me kind of reignite my spark for the bullet journaling kind of thing, and if it's something that I can incorporate in with the other things I'm doing, and if not, I will find a different purpose for that. And then I guess this also kind of goes with the yoga theme. So I just got a pair of shorts. These are just $4.50 from Walmart. They were on sale. So I snagged these just because I don't have a lot of shorts or anything to wear for like active wear. So that's something that I'm going to be kind of building up my wardrobe in moving forward, but I just thought these were a great deal. And then kind of moving on to the household stuff. So I got this here. This is just a fake plant. Just to add a little bit of greenery. So I have three cats and a dog. So I have a very busy household. And I wouldn't trust them at this point with actual plants. My cats are two and my dog is one. So those three are still very mischievous and get into everything. And then my older cat is 8 at this point. But I'm just going to try with a fake plant just to add some greenery, see how it goes. But I do want to start to have some more plants and stuff just around my home because I feel like it will feel really good to have that in our space. And I just thought this was really cute. So this one here, I believe, was about $13. And then the journals, I believe this one was $12.95, and I think this one was around $9 or $10. I could be mistaken on that, but that's kind of what I remember from those. And then last but not least, this was kind of my bigger purchase. And I did get Look it up for you. I just got one of these carts here for storage. So right now I have all of my art supplies and all of my papers and printing supplies for my business. Just within a cupboard that does have shelves, but I'm thinking if I can have this to organize some of the bits and pieces within that. So there's a little bit more of a strategy to my organization, and the stuff that I do access regularly, I can have here and maybe even separate out my business stuff from my art stuff from my other things. So um, basically just organize what is currently just a mishmash of anything that needs to be in a closet um, in our upstairs area. That's my office area. So that is everything I got. I'm super excited kind of with all the things I picked up today. I did just want to hop on and show you just because I said I would. For the rest of the evening, I believe right now it's about 9 or 9:30. So I'm probably just going to cozy up on the couch with the animals, maybe even go and kind of take a bath and just chill out for the rest of my evening. Regardless, it's going to be a very low key and restful evening to close out my birthday. And I hope you all enjoyed kind of coming along with me today. It's been really fun filming this and, getting my first vlog done and taking you along throughout the different things I'm doing in my day and in my life. So thank you all if you've made it this far. As always, if you are new here, I would love if you can subscribe if you're not already. And for all of you, it would really help me out if you could like this video if you did enjoy it. And thank you for watching.